the speaker on and your parents could hear.
Yes.
And you said what?
¿Diles qué hay, güey? Que me terminaron de coger.
No. And he had the speaker on talking to them.
So they heard.
No sé, güey.
Oh, my.
Oye.
Bienvenidos a Crude y Unhinged the podcast.
Hey guys, welcome to Crude and Unhinged, episode 13.
13?
Bravo!
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I think we deserve.
Yeah, we do.
And your co-host Lorraine.
It's Gus.
And over there we've got
PIC.
What's up, guys?
Oye, pero qué raro que today's episode is about superstition because Friday
Good.
because Friday the 13th and today's the 13th episode.
Right.
Isn't that crazy?
That is
Wow!
crazy.
Congratulations, guys.
But,
You're amazing.
And we were actually going to record exactly on the 13th. So that would have been even more of a coincidence. We're not going to say why we didn't record on the 13th.
It's all good luck. It's all good luck.
Lorraine's like, let's not talk about it.
Estamos viendo a alguien que está aquí que... Pero bueno. Let's just
¿Qué
move on.
pasó? ¿Qué?
No, nada.
Suelta.
You let us know what happened yesterday.
Well, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, what happened?
Guys, the most amazing thing happened.
A ver, spill the tea.
I got gifted tickets to Coldplay.
Oh my God.
And there was absolutely no way that I would say no to that. So I'm sorry, guys. I didn't even ask. I was just kind of like, I'm canceling tonight.
Ya sé.
O sea, chinguen su madre
De la
ustedes.
nada, she was like, guys, I'm canceling. Y yo, canceling what?
And you know what? I'm glad when I went on the chat that Gus immediately said, hey, I don't know if you saw, but we're canceling. Because I was literally like on the go.
Sí, imagínate.
And I was just grabbing my stuff and I was about to leave. And then I was like, wait, what? What did I miss?
I know. And then I had messaged because PAC also had an appointment here with me. And I had already canceled on her, but she hadn't even read my message.
Sí, no, ya sabes, running around. Yo aquí ya acostada waiting for my facial.
Dude, but then I did have a client at 5:32 that I never scheduled.
¿Y luego?
She showed up and you weren't here.
She showed up.
Oh my God.
¿Y luego?
Y yo ya en el
¿Ayudaste?
concierto.
Tú ya en Coldplay.
I told her, I'm so sorry. Actually, what I did is I scheduled her for next Friday, thinking that that's when it was for.
Oh.
So she's like, oh, that's fine. Well, I'll come back next Friday.
Oh, she thought it was this Friday.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
But
was it your
thought
mistake?
it was my mistake.
Okay,
Oh.
My mistake. I know. I'll take care of her.
You know what happens? But you know what? Because of this, you can use code Crude for 20% off on your next facial.
And yes, can I use it too, please? But tell us, was it worth it?
It was very worth it. I'm like really tired right now.
Oh my God.
And because I had to work early today too.
Ay, no.
And I didn't get home till like 2:30 in the morning.
Pues el concierto se acabó a las 12, ¿no?
Sí, se acabó a las 12, but then,
Pero todo
¿Qué
el show.
hiciste en ese tiempo?
pues nada, caminamos un chingatal. Oh, dude. Oh, I'm so tired. We walked forever. We tried to, Whataburger was packed. We went into Circle K because we needed water because it was like really hot.
Yeah.
Y Circle K parecían así sardines, everybody in the
Oh
fucking
my
store. Así.
God.
¿Y por qué no pasaron a otro después, más
Oh,
adelante?
sí.
God. I just couldn't walk anymore. I was hallucinating.
Ah, okay. This happened when you guys were walking, not like in your
Sí.
guys' car.
See, and then, okay, so the thing is that with the gift that they gave us of the tickets, it also venía a parking ticket.
Oh.
Right?
Ay,
dude?
no,
Like,
pues.
it was
Who's
amazing.
Hombre,
Who's this
pues
gifter?
sí.
Right?
'Cause next time
Secret
it's
gift.
three of
Did
us.
you
Shout out.
manifest this?
I feel like I did.
Really?
Yes.
I'm a big believer on manifestation.
Yeah, dude. Because look, what happened is that Nicole was like, I want to go. We had seen each other on Wednesday, and she said, guess what? My friend, she feels like she manifested that ticket from the friend.
Right.
So then they were initially going to give her
Uh-huh.
one
Ticket.
ticket. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I want to go too. You know what I mean? But obviously
Oh, for
nobody
free, though.
nobody was going to give me.
Does she have
Y
two
le dije,
tickets?
what happened? Le dije, how did you get it? She's like, well, I kind of just asked. I said, I want to go see Coldplay for free. Like,
Pero le dijo con las rodillas todas
right?
Right.
I mean, like, oh, how much
I'm not-
did that cost you?
I'm not going to ask any questions.
Nada más tomé agua del pozo.
See, dude, so then, that had happened. And then I said, well, she asked literally that easy and it came to her. And then the next day I was kind of like, well, shit, I want to go see Coldplay too, but I don't want to pay for it.
Right.
And then, pues, we were going to record yesterday. So, me
Sí.
vine bien arreglada para hacer record y todo. Y luego que midday, she's like, friend, I hope you don't have any plans this evening. Y yo, why? Y luego ya me dijo.
Free ticket.
Yes, dude.
So
I mean, how
apparently
can you
having
say
a
no to
free
that?
ticket from Coldplay was more important than recording the pod.
Sorry, guys.
But honestly, I saw your Instagram and you were like, those were really good seats.
Yeah.
Dude,
They were
hasta
really
eso.
good.
We were like 2 rows from floor seat.
Oh
from the
my
floor.
God.
And you know what? And that was perfect because floor seat, como que you don't get to appreciate it.
Yeah.
Y como
Sí.
estás como un poquito elevated, you can see the whole thing. Like I feel
Yeah.
like those tickets were perfect.
Dude,
I personally feel
perfection.
like
Sí.
I don't like floor seats. I prefer like where
Yeah, me
you
too.
have that area.
Plus, we
Ajá.
had
Perfect.
we were
Sí.
sitting down,
Yeah.
which was even better.
Better.
Esta vez no estaban así todas derechitas.
Sí,
como
güey,
que-
así
Oh
como
my
la otra vez.
Otra vez.
God,
Oh, que la
dude,
verga.
never again.
Pues they don't have like no tienen un recliner, ¿va?
No.
Like un back. ¿Cómo se dice?
No, like a
Oh,
back
was your
thing.
back
Ajá.
hurting too though?
No. Well,
Good.
dude, at that point, my whole body was hurting because
Oh yes, at that point I didn't know what was hurting.
honestly, I was so dehydrated that
No.
all my muscles were hurting.
Oh
I
my
thought I was getting
God.
sick. Me dice la mamá de Nicole, you were very close to getting a heat stroke.
Heat stroke, yeah.
Sí, güey, es que ayer estaba súper caliente.
Sí,
If you guys
güey.
aren't from El Paso, our yesterday we were at 105, I think. That was
Yeah.
like the highest, and I feel today we're 109, right?
Yeah.
Really?
And right now,
Uh-huh.
Holy
particularly, it's
shit.
marking 103. But this is about the
Sí.
time that people are starting to go to the concert, right? And
Because
getting there.
gates
Oh.
open at 3 p.m. I mean, like,
Promoting.
just to let you know, gates open at 3 p.m. and then Coldplay will be playing at 9. So we having three
Actually, yeah.
headliners. 3 headliners when at 6.
Dude,
5,
one of them
and
was Willow Smith.
Sí, güey.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
That's cool. We didn't get to
Nice.
see her, but
I whip my hair back and forth. I whip my hair. Back
that
and
was not her.
Huh?
That's not her.
Yeah, it's her.
Is it?
Yes.
No.
I whip my hair. I whip my hair. I whip my hair.
I don't know. I have no clue, to be honest with you.
Guys, we're not sponsored, but
But these are delicious.
They
are
Oh, yes, to
delicious.
help with the dehydration. Déjame deshidrata un poquito más.
Anyways, guys, I almost passed out last night. That's the tea. Then we get home till 2 in the morning. 2:30 I got home.
No mames.
And then at that time I me tomé uno de esos the hydrating
¿Qué
things.
es
Oh,
eso?
yeah. Little
El hoyo.
capsules.
The capsule, like it's kind of like an IV fluid
Okay.
thing.
Ajá.
And I just
Sí.
me empecé a hacer hydrate as much as I could.
Uh,
And you know, this is gonna be TMI, guys, but like my urine was literally coming out brown.
Oh, my.
No mames.
Yeah, güey.
What?
Sí, güey, es que eso te pasa cuando estás a punto de ya.
Yeah,
De patatearte.
Sí,
Sí,
es lo
güey.
que dice petatearte.
Ajá.
Patatearte.
También. Las dos.
So
Oh my
I've been like
God.
really hydrating.
So was that the highlight of your week?
Yeah.
Quieren decir-
Well,
Definitely.
Coldplay was.
Coldplay, not getting dehydrated.
Not getting
All
dehydrated,
right.
please.
All right.
Anyways, what about you guys? What you been up to?
You know what?
You're like, I feel like nothing can top Coldplay anymore.
Nah, sí. I actually went to go see Coldplay when I graduated back from UTEP.
Oh, nice.
So this happened, what, like 3 years ago or so? To in Cali.
oh,
Oh,
I
shit.
did,
nice.
did I ever tell the story?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
that you
Did
got fucking shit face, huh?
Ajá, que es,
Que you didn't even
on my
enjoy
first
the-
episode. Ajá,
You don't
sí,
even
sí.
remember being there?
No, I have the videos, and it was just a bad experience for me. Not because dehydration, it was just like some things that were given.
¿Te drogaron?
too?
No, pues no, yo solo dije.
Like a
bueno.
date. The date-
Yo solo me drogué.
Oye, él solo se dio la date rape drug.
No, eran los edibles, esas gummies.
Oh, hell no.
Sí.
No,
Mm-mm.
I had a
ma'am.
bad trip.
I've heard
Dude,
some stories about
I'm
that.
fucking sure you did.
Hell no.
Ay, no, pero ya después de ahí ya dije, esto no es para mí. Ya soy un señor.
Sí. No,
No,
deja
I'm
tú
just
eso,
not,
pero
I'm just not
me
into
either.
it. I'm just
Yeah.
not into it. I'm
Me
more
either.
about getting fucked up. And
I'm
And
more of
making
getting
bad decisions.
dehydrated.
I'm more about getting dehydrated.
Getting shit faced and
sí.
making bad decisions.
Eso es lo mío. Sí, sí,
Oh
sí.
my God.
What about so you don't remember the Coldplay concert?
No, sí, sí me acuerdo. Pero también me acuerdo que in my mind I was like, relax, don't call the cops. Because I told you guys, right? I wanted to call the cops because I felt that bad.
Oh my God, you were going on a bad trip.
Yeah.
Totally bad trip.
bad. Sentía que el corazón se me iba a salir.
Güey, así me
literal.
sentía yo esa vez de Thanksgiving. Ay, no.
When you were in the restroom. and
Except
we
I
were
was
like, "Where's Lorraine?
crossfaded.
Where's
I was
Lorraine?"
crossfaded at that time.
Oh
No,
my
sí,
God.
no.
See, no, you can't mess with that stuff.
Sí, sí, no.
Kids
Not
don't
for
do
me.
drugs.
Say no to drugs.
Pero sí nos invitan.
No mames.
What about you? What's your highlight?
You know what? Like, I can't say it's a highlight, but I had a rough week last weekend. I don't know, but last weekend when we recorded, guys, you should have seen. I was having a little mental breakdown because I was switching phones, which I don't like. I'm the type of person that keeps my phone forever, right? But,
Which phone did you have before?
the iPhone 12.
mames.
Why?
Ya estamos,
I
güey,
have
vamos
the
para el
14.
vamos para el 17.
I still have
See,
the
I
14.
heard. But
That's
you know
5 years
what?
ago.
I don't like to switch it. I love my phone. I felt like my phone was working fine, but for, reasons that I'm not going to go into right now, I figured, okay, yeah, I'll go for it. But switching everything was a pain.
Dale cala.
See,
She's like, I'm not gonna go into it.
yes. So all day I was dealing with that. Then we recorded, and then I went home. But you know what? Since our episode's gonna be about superstitions, and I was saying how like manifesting or energies are really big. I feel like I guess I already had a really bad attitude all day, and I feel like I was in part to blame about certain things that happened because I feel like I brought it upon myself.
Right.
Because like I kept complaining about this and that, and just one thing after another kept going wrong. So when I left here, and it turns out that my husband had gone out off-roading because that's what he likes to do, right? With a friend that I'm not going to mention names, but it's a friend that we've made peace now. We've made peace now.
She's pissed off though.
Yeah, but he had gone to visit. They went off, and they flipped. They flipped on in the razor. Well, he flipped. The friend flipped. Apparently, I didn't know all the information at the time, which is why I was pissed. I just got the call, and I didn't know who was in, if they were hurt, But at that time, I was just pissed at the situation, my phone situation, because I couldn't even get it to work or get all my stuff transferred. And so, long story short, come to find out that my husband wasn't in the racer, but he had lent it out, like
Ay, no mames.
like
Con
he's
más
like
coraje.
right,
And
right,
I think he had just gotten it, right?
yes,
Like,
exactly,
Not even like a month ago.
right.
This deserves
That's
a
why
drink.
that's why I was
mames.
pissed. I was like, "Are you serious right now?" With what?
Nothing.
Oh,
And then
no drinks on the
No,
table.
it's
Oh,
closed. Mine's over here. So anyway, long story short, he calls me, and también él is a little
mames.
dramatic, like no me sabe explicar. So at this point, I think the thing is totaled, and I'm pissed because I'm like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean?
Sí.
So I hang up, and I'm already having a mental breakdown because this phone's not working, and él me habla and he just like puts it on me
Sí,
without
sí.
explaining, and at
Sí,
this
sí,
point,
sí.
I'm like,
Pues es que
oh
también
my
este
God.
vato.
Yes.
Pinches
So
vatos.
then I'm there having a double mental breakdown,
Sí.
And then, he comes. And at that time, we had my sister's car because he had done an oil change on it earlier, right? So we needed to go take it because she was going to get out of work between 9 and 9:30. But now we're dealing with this situation, right?
Right.
And so anyway, I let my sister know, and she says, you know what? You guys handle that. I'll just have somebody drop me off to pick up my car later.
It seems like you guys are kind of busy right now. so I'm
Yeah,
gonna head
it
out.
seems like you got a lot on your plate. Don't worry about me. And I said, okay. So then, whatever, right? So then I call him because he had already gotten there, but I hadn't talked to him about exactly what happened. I wasn't having it. So, we were just trying to get this car to my sister. So I call him and I say, you know what? Just come back. They're going to drop her off. So he comes back, and at this point, we're not talking. Like, I'm not having
Ni lo
it.
quiero ver.
No, I don't want to have this
O sea, como que
conversation.
lo viste como que está vivo. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
But at that point, I had gone out because,
Qué malo que está vivo porque aquí te van a matar.
Exactly. I was like, I see you in one piece. Muy bueno.
De horas ay, Dios que te hubiera matado.
But in that few minutes that he had left, before I called him to come back, I had stepped out to the garage, and I saw the thing, and it looked complete. And I was like, so what happened? Like, why are we having like this breakdown?
conversation,
Yeah,
like,
this
¿qué
conversation.
está pasando?
Then once I started analyzing, I did see a few, scrapes. Y sí, creo se habían quebrado some things. But I honestly, the way he called, I thought, it's gone.
Ya valió madre.
Ya valió madre todo.
Sí.
So that's why I was pissed. Y yo, what the fuck? So anyway, I say, you know what? I go lay down. Keep in mind, I was going to go into work earlier than usual because
cierto.
we had a new schedule that week. And I'm laying there, and I'm just like telling myself, you know what? You need to relax.
Sí.
O sea, literal, todo bien. my sister gets there, and I could hear my
Agarra la
husband.
almohada.
No, dude. So I could hear like her like saying hi to my husband, y luego están hablando afuera, and I could hear my husband chismeándole todo, like
Ay.
warning her, like,
Sí, como que.
you know.
She's upset.
Ajá, ajá. Y like, but I could hear
Pero
it through the
dile por
window.
qué, dile por
Ajá,
qué está
dile por qué.
enojada.
Sí, él estaba explicando. So then she walks in, right? Y luego she's like, "Are you okay? I just, came to check in on you." And I said, "No, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna be just fine." And so whatever, she says, "Okay," gets her keys, steps out. Seconds later, I hear a big boom.
No mames.
Y luego yo. Honestly, guys, at that point, I just sat there and stared at the wall, and I was like, nada pasa. Then a message comes in, and it's my husband, and it says, "Your sister just hit your car." Y yo,
No. Wait, what?
what? Oh, literally, I didn't say anything. I just saw the message come in, and I stayed, and I was like, y luego duran como 10 minutes to come in, both of them.
Positos, pinches.
No
Y lo-
mames, no,
Te
güey, yo
acaban
estoy-
de decir.
So he walks in first, and he's like, "Your sister has something to tell you." But I told him I'm in enough shit, so I'm going to let her tell you. And he steps away. And then she pops in and says, "I'm so sorry. I just hit your car." Y luego yo, okay. Y luego yo,
This is my 13th reason.
ajá. Y luego
Bye,
yo,
guys.
at that point, I was just trying to breathe. And I was like, you know what? At that moment, I realized everyone's alive.
Did you see red?
Ni sé. I think I went into like a literal shock at that moment. I was like, is this serious?
You
Like,
blacked out.
I blacked out.
Sí.
And all I said is, "Does my door open?" And then she's like, I said, "How bad is it?" And she's like, "It's pretty bad." And then I said, "Oh."
Sorry.
Dude, what?
And I
Really?
said, she's like,
How did it happen?
She was trying to back out, and it was dark. And since my car is like dark, she like literally like, I guess, cuando empezó a hacerse back up, cortó muy close. Like she didn't go all the way. She started turning into my car. Anyway, and at this point, I just said, "Does my door open?" She's like, "Yeah, because it was the back door." Yo, okay. And then she's like, I'm so sorry.
Like, no, you're gonna pay for it. That's
Sí.
what.
No, but she did tell me that she was gonna pay for it and everything, right? So at that point, I'm done with that day, and I'm like, okay. And I didn't even go outside. I didn't go look at it. That's how done I was. I just said, ¿Qué voy a hacer? Like, it's
Pues sí.
done. And then I said, you know what? I said, is this real? Is it because I've been complaining all day, like saying,
Sí.
can this get any worse? Can this get any worse?
And it did.
And then it kept getting worse. And then I said, I get the message.
Right.
I get the fucking message.
Calm down.
Let's
calm down. now.
down. Y ya. Y no, pues ya next day I said, I reset myself and I said, okay, I just had to prep myself because I hadn't seen my car yet. But I went out there and, obviously there's damage. It's the back door, but they both open fine. But, it's going to have to be repaired. But at the end of the day, the lesson learned was we're all alive. It's all fixable. And I shouldn't have been making such a big deal about the little things because I just feel like it just kept getting worse
Sí.
and worse and worse.
Yeah.
And it was one of those things that you ask yourself, can it get any worse? And then,
It
it's
does.
like, yeah.
¿Para qué
Yeah.
preguntas?
It can.
Ajá,
uh-huh.
¿para qué andas preguntando?
Literally,
I'll show
literally.
you.
'Cause-
So,
yeah, for reals.
Güey.
That's why they say when you want something positive to to happen in your
Sí.
life,
Good
you
to
ask how better can it get?
show me how better it
how
can
good
get.
it can
Ajá.
get instead.
And then have you
know?
heard the term when they say don't ask for patience? Because if you ask for patience, then they're gonna put
Life is gonna give you-
Sí.
and that
Yeah.
and it all came back to
And
me.
so what happens is
It's
that like life
how you ask.
Sí,
Yes.
and then life works like an algorithm, right?
Ah,
The
pinche
more
algoritmo
you
culero.
wait, pues sí. Whatever algorithm you're in, that's what life is gonna give you. It's kind of just like TikTok. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
you start going through specific videos, and that's all it starts giving you
Yes.
on your feed. And
Sí.
so that's how life works too, pretty much.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, do not ask for patience. Do not ask for strength.
Do not ask for more work.
Uh-huh.
And
Ask
also don't
for-
get stuck on negative energy because
Yeah.
then you attract more negative energy. And
Right.
honestly, that was me Sunday. And I'm really good about identifying that, but I guess that day I was so stuck on the little things that I wasn't thinking, and I just kept complaining, and I was stuck in this negative aspect, and it just kept getting worse and worse. And then I
Right.
was like, you know
No.
what? Cálmate. I said, yes, because it can get worse. Thankfully everyone's alive. Everything's fixable. Literally everything is okay. And here we are.
a week later.
A week later. Todavía no se arregla nada, pero.
So to the? It's a cam or what?
Uh, the
No,
razor,
the
the
razor.
razor. Yeah, it's the
This
off
is
road, the
so-
little
Yeah,
off road.
no?
See, Can-Am's razor.
Can-Am,
It's just
Can-Am.
the yeah.
So what happened to it?
Well, so
Is it bad or no?
it's no, it's well, it is. There's things that need to get fixed, but it's drivable.
Drivable.
Yeah,
it-
it's cosmetic también.
Is the friend gonna pay for it?
Who's a friend?
You
No,
know the
that's why I see
friend.
it.
Yeah, we're
Is
not gonna
it-
say. Yes.
Nobody's gonna know.
Oh no.
The funny thing is that it was literally the second time he's ever visited.
Yeah.
So that was my Sunday, but needless to say, my week, I reset and I said, you know what, todo bien, todos con vida.
Como dijo
and
la
that's a
Lidia.
wrap.
¿Cómo dijo? No, no pasa nada.
No pasa nada.
Todo pasa, no pasa nada.
No,
Ajá.
literal.
No.
Have you
¿Sí,
seen,
verdad?
have you seen
Todo
that
pasa,
que
no pasa
dice, cuando dice, no pasa nada? Y luego es
Cuando todo
ese-
está
cuando
pasando.
está pasando,
Así,
sí,
That was
pues.
me,
Así,
dude. That
literal.
was,
No. Ay, pues qué raro va que es like superstition week, pero everything happened like the week before.
Ajá.
Dude, and also we had like
Yo me trocé el
okay.
dedo.
I was gonna say,
Dude, yes, that was
I
the
was
week
gonna
leading up
say,
to.
it was a full moon, but
The strawberry moon?
yeah, but is that a superstition?
Well,
I feel like the superstition es cuando están embarazadas. Have you ever seen what?
Oh, que se
pone-
un
sí.
Seguro.
Un
A
seguro.
safety pin,
Ajá.
yes.
Para que no salga deforme el niño.
But you know what? I have a
Pero
few.
sale pendejo.
eso sí no se lo quitan.
I have a few clients who are nurses.
Ajá.
And they work, they're nurses. They work at hospitals and stuff. And they can confirm that every full moon,
Ahí
things
están
get
ocupados, ¿va?
crazy. Ajá.
Really?
There's like a lot of car accidents
Oh,
or
shit.
like
People get crazy.
people.
And when was the full moon?
Tuesday?
The 4th. No, not 14.
I think it was on
I
Tuesday.
think it was
Oh,
Tuesday, yeah.
okay.
Yes,
so, but it,
Tuesday.
and, it,
Yes,
and it could
Tuesday.
be leading up to.
Yeah, it could be
Oh.
like between and out, like before
Okay.
and after.
Pinching Mercury
Sí.
retrograde.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm a believer. Like I haven't been keeping up with whether we're in a Mercury retrograde right now,
Yes,
but
quién sabe.
I'm a believer, and that I did question. I was like, oh, I wonder what's going on, because I just thought it was too much for one day.
Sí,
Right.
güey.
Sí, como que se puso heavy la
Sí, se
energy.
puso muy heavy.
Ajá.
Sí, de más.
I don't know. What about you? Do you guys believe in any other type of like? What are some main superstitions that your family is very?
¿Sabes qué hace mucho en el trabajo? They do like knocking on wood.
Oh yes.
yo-
But you know what?
yeah, that's true.
That's another one that I recently heard that it's supposed to not work. Like if you knock on wood, like you're attracting it or something.
Really?
And we just talked about this maybe like this week or last week at work. I've never heard that, and I always do the let me knock on wood, and
Mhm.
now I'm like,
I
oh, I
shouldn't.
take it back.
Take
Sí,
my
güey.
knockback.
Pero siento como que now they all do it at work and now I'm always like, say something like, tata. I'm
Uh-huh.
like, "Ay, me caigo gordo.
Yeah.
Sí.
Or do you guys who wears the little red bracelets?
Ay, no, son
Oh.
pendejadas. Y tú eres la que te los pones, eres la mala vibra.
Ah, la madre.
Y
You know
luego-
what? I've worn it before.
My sisters wear. it.
Yeah.
Ahí se la pone y lo...
It's super
Exacto.
No, I have heard
No,
that when
actually-
there's bad energies, no se les revientan o las pierden
Sí.
I don't know.
randomly.
What I've heard is that when you lose them or you like se rompen or whatever, is that the protection is like como que ya
Broken.
cumplió su.
Oh,
necesidad.
okay.
Ajá.
So like it served you
Yes.
well, and
So you
that's
have
it.
to get
Move
a new
on.
one.
Yeah. They
Oh.
said don't even try to find it. Like que se
There's
la
a reason.
lleve.
But the weird
Sí.
thing is that, si es cierto, those red bracelets, that's usually how you end up with, like you lose it or you misplace it or you
Somebody and they
Ajá,
say
like,
somebody has to gift it to you too. Like you
Ajá.
can't just go and buy
Buy
yourself
it.
a
No,
red.
que la verga.
Uh-huh.
there's rules for this.
See, there is rules.
Has anybody ever gifted you one?
No.
Pues por eso.
Ahora somos...
Por eso
People
te
use it
toca
against me.
jalada la verga.
No, la gente lo usa contra mí.
Ay, sí, con el ojo.
Sí. Y yo... Y lo acá. el face.
No, you know, I'm a believer. I still have, I don't know if you remember, Lorraine, you gave me a black one, and I think it was during the Blanca times, but this was like 3-4 years ago. I want to
Oh,
say right before
yeah.
COVID.
With the obsidian, right? Is it obsidian?
No sé.
Obsidiana.
No,
The rock is like black.
I think so, yes, because the whole thing is black, and I always have it in my car, and it was to like attract good stuff.
Casa, le
I
quebraron,
I
lo
know,
chocaron.
I still have it. It's still in my car.
Choque.
Till this
I don't
day,
think
it's
it's
in my
working,
car.
friend. I don't think it's working.
See, yeah, es lo que te iba a decir. Should I let go of it now? What do we do? Do we need a new one? What's going
It's
on?
still there.
Does
I
it have
still have it.
expiration dates? Do they have an expiration
No,
date?
I think it's just one of those things like they say, like si se te pierde or whatever, you just gotta
Just leave it
say
there.
that it's okay, it served its purpose. But I still have it. I still have it.
No.
Está bien.
Sí,
Yeah.
sí, pues cada quien sus creencias.
Sí, no, pues sí, la neta.
Cada quien.
I actually had a listener write in.
Oh, really?
Do you want me to?
Yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Let's hear it. And I must agree with her 100%. That's why I told her, you know what? I'll go ahead and share your story or your writing. It's a little long, but it says, she said, I'm about to sound like a nerd, laughing my ass off. But it got me thinking, bad luck can hold different meanings across cultures, believing it to be a curse, la mala suerte, or me están haciendo brujería. Here's the thought. Constantly thinking or saying we are experiencing mala suerte can create a cycle of negativity, wiring the brain to expect the mala suerte, thus creating bad energy and attracting that bad luck. This self-sabotage makes it difficult to believe, to see opportunities and solutions. Then we just accept the bad luck and feel low. Maybe instead of focusing in negative, it's helpful to la saliva. It's helpful to ask, what can I learn from this experience? We often go, why or why me? It can be hard, but maybe shifting the mindset can turn mala suerte into a valuable lesson.
That's exactly
I mean,
right.
and I feel like we do, but that's something that I do.
Yeah, and
Sorry.
you know what? And that's exactly what I go back to on Sunday. I know this, and I knew that it. I mean, I'm not saying that it was all my fault, but I do know I was in a state of mind where I was just thinking negative,
Mhm.
and
Sí.
and that's why I had to reset and say, you know
Como que,
what?
Right,
¿qué
No.
más? ¿Qué más puede
Ándale.
pasar?
But
Ajá.
instead, and I did that back to back until finally I said, no, like, you know
Right.
what, God? Or, whatever. I know everyone has their different beliefs, right? But whatever it is, I get it. I'm just glad that we're all alive, that, switching
right.
it. Like, you have to change
But
that mindset.
do you realize how it's what I think is even more of a blessing or fortunate is that you can actually catch yourself,
Right.
because there's a lot of people who
And
don't.
that's unfortunate.
Yeah, because
because
they
then-
will go
yeah.
through life living like the victim.
Imagine, yo viví un día así. Imagínate vivir una
Toda
vida
una
así.
vida así.
Ay, no.
Oh, dude.
Ajá.
Me mata.
But there's some people. But that's why it's good
Sí,
that
güey,
when
no.
you've evolved to know how to change your mindset. It's really good because you realize it and you move on from it and you say okay, and then good things come. But there is people that don't believe or
Yeah.
don't
Sí.
practice
Do you
trying
guys-
to change
Do
that
you guys
mindset.
think that now, like, so we grew up in like this like very Mexican like heritage like culture, donde decían como que no pises eso, no digas esas
Oh,
cosas, que
yeah.
sabe que all these things. Do you think now like things have shifted now that we're grown and like now,
They don't have the same meaning, maybe.
yeah, or like now we don't think about it that way and we're more of like no, let's switch it. Let's think about this.
Yes.
You know what I
Yes.
mean? Pero
Yeah.
we were always like nos dijeron como que
Like
the opposite.
they instill these
Yeah.
things on you, saying
Ajá.
like you can't do that, or
Right.
do things a certain way for certain reasons. But
Especially
you switch it.
as children,
Mhm.
because obviously children will take that information to heart,
Right.
literally.
Sí.
And so I do feel like I used to be very, I don't know, not necessarily, but I feel like my mindset shifted. I discovered the whole like law of attraction about 5 years ago, 5, 6 years ago, and so.
Right.
And since then, I've had to rewire my mind because yo sí era muy víctima de la vida.
Sí.
And do you
Sí, sí,
feel it
ajá.
was part of because of how
And
you
I
were
still,
raised?
sometimes I still.
Sí, a veces
You
sí,
fall into that pattern again.
Sí,
Ay,
I
sorry.
just
Sorry,
Ay,
guys.
hasta el micrófono la llevó.
Para eso una pinche cachetadota
slap
para...
me back into.
Ay, sí, into reality.
Yeah.
Sí, sí,
Or
sí.
no, into delusion life because.
Sí, como que andamos muy de lulu a veces.
Ajá.
Pero so.
But así como like those common ones que como que don't walk under la escalera.
Sí,
O,
ajá.
You're a
si miras,
believer,
si
no?
miras un gato negro.
Oh, sí,
like
when the gato negro que no
the
te
shadow
cruza.
mirror.
See, you know
like
which
things
one's
like that.
really big, especially my sister, and I still do it till now. The one where you're walking and you can't
Split a pole.
split a pole.
And I remember because
Sí.
my husband's also big on that one.
See,
He will
and the
al-
thing is that in the back of my mind, I know that we create our reality, so I take it with a grain of salt.
Mhm.
But I
Ay,
do
no es cierto,
like
porque
to.
cada vez que salimos juntos, guys, don't go that way, come this way. Oye,
Or
uy.
stepping on en la crack de las
Like cracks.
banquetas.
Y yo estoy ta.
Ajá. Doing it on purpose.
Have you seen the one where like if you're walking and then you trip? That
Oh,
somebody's
that you
trying
have-
to take your man.
So you gotta go back.
Sí, you gotta
Oh,
go back.
yeah.
You're like, you know what? Fucking take
Ah,
it.
que se lo lleven.
Oye, hagan un pinche favor.
Déjame,
ver si
I'll
es
wrap him
cierto.
up for you.
A ver si lo aguanta como yo lo aguanto.
Y lo, oye, es como el meme ese where you throw the papers. I don't need this. Y lo, let me get that back.
Siempre sí. I need it for next week.
Sí, dude,
Ay,
so-
no.
But just for precaution, I'll go back.
You know one that I have, and I don't even know if I got this from my mom or, and I think it's my mom, but it's like no pasar la sal. Like
Oh,
cuando te
yeah.
piden la sal
Sí.
en la
Sí,
mesa.
y
Ajá.
si se la
Se me hace una
pasas,
pendejada.
You
tienes que echártela y luego dejarla
Ajá.
así para
Like
que no.
you can't hand it over hand to hand. Like you would have to
Así
set it on
como-
the
Sí,
table.
Así como
Ajá.
que, toma la sal.
No.
Ajá, así
No.
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 Así.
It
The
has to
right way
be-
is you
ajá.
set it down
Yeah.
because if not, you're passing like your bad luck to
Y
that
si
person.
se la das así, me la tienes que dar, echar la sal y luego echarla
Ajá,
así.
if you make that mistake. That's a reenactment. Everybody got that? But you know what? That one I
Pero,
practiced
¿por qué lado
to
te
date.
lo tiras? ¿Derecho o izquierdo?
Ay, quién sabe.
Ay, eso sí no me
Ya ves,
acuerdo.
entonces si hacemos para la izquierda y
Pues
ese
no es que
derecho.
yo siempre se la pongo ahí.
Ay, eso
Ajá.
es una pendejada.
Honestly, I believe it.
I love
Yeah, I'm not gonna take.
es pendejada. A ver, ¿tú
Eso
qué,
se me-
ay, ¿tú en qué crees?
En nada.
¿No
Pues
tienes
qué bueno.
ninguna superstition?
Sí
that you
tiene,
guys
pero se
practice?
hace el
Ay, you know what?
perfecto.
No, no es perfecto, sino que, I don't know, I feel like I don't pay attention to it.
Uh-huh. Like you don't focus on it. You just
Yeah.
kind of.
Sí, which
Ajá.
is honestly
Yo me voy
that's
por la-
how it should
Yeah.
be.
Ay, yo voy por la vida así como
Sí.
pendejo.
Sí.
No,
You know,
pues que está mejor de todo.
no, and it is better.
Estoy
Like,
muerto como pendejo.
like overthinking it. Porque como
Ajá.
ese del gato negro, for instance, I've heard that one a lot. Y a mí me ha pasado varias veces que se me cruza uno. But I literally like I disregard it because it's not
Sí.
really a belief that I want to have. It's not that I'm saying I don't believe it because I don't want to
Right.
say, oh, it's a lie. But I just literally say like, nada que ver, you know? No,
Every
I'm not
time
gonna
that
think
every time
about
that
it.
that happens to me, I'll just switch it up and say, "Oh, it's good luck."
Ajá.
I
Sí, oye,
really do.
You know what I do is if I see like a black cat or anything like that, I just say it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Ah,
That's
sí.
como que me lo
Ajá.
quito.
Sí.
Ah, sí,
I like-
como
so,
shu, shu, shu.
That's my thing.
Shoe fly, shoe fly.
Ajá.
Yo siempre digo,
Entonces, sí
"Oh,
creo
it's
en
good luck."
todo,
Sí,
pero
pa'
después
todo.
I'm like, no va a pasar. Ay, sorry.
Ay, oh,
Es lo que
tan
pasa cuando
buenas.
andas ahí
Sorry, guys.
tomando.
Tan
Está-
buenas.
De alcohólico.
Estoy muerto saliendo. Los que no pagan renta dicen, alright.
Ay, no.
Ay, Ay.
Sí, pues
guys.
sí. Ay, ay.
What are other ones? I'm trying to think. I know there's more, but I also am very like there's only a few that I believe in or that I
Oh, ¿sabes qué?
focus on.
Okay, ¿sabes qué sí creo yo? And I just remember right now. Comprar fruta nueva. No, pues sí va. Well, you go to the store and you buy apples.
Right.
Ajá.
And you set them up. And then whenever you have visit, if they rot quick, it's because they had bad vibes.
Oh. Oye,
Like
pero
bad
eso
energy?
sí, I don't
Ajá.
think that
Eso sí lo creo.
Está bien yo.
Sí, yo sí.
I really don't feel like that's a superstition. I feel
Whenever,
like
I imagine whenever you guys go to my house, like I have fruit like that.
Is this a test? Oye, sí, las manzanas
No.
ahí todas.
Oye, pero yo sí creo
Pero
eso
sí
porque
hago
sí,
eso.
like they do say that like have you ever heard that saying where like a fruit will rot in its environment if they're all rotting or something?
Oh,
like
sí.
that?
No.
Como
don't
que si,
know.
si una se hace rot y tienes otra buena next to it, como que se contagia.
Sí,
And then that starts
ajá.
going bad. And they say that it's the same with people. You have like
Right.
people that
Okay.
are Debbie Downers or like negative energy y es lo mismo con
Negative
la gente.
Nancy.
Ándale,
Ah,
negative
sí,
Nancy.
ajá.
that's- Yo iba a
She said
decir negative.
Debbie?
No, yo iba a decir
No,
negative Karen.
Downer
Ah,
Debbie.
no.
No,
Debbie
it's
Downer.
Debbie Downer, Negative Nancy,
Negative Nancy, yes.
Ah,
Positive
okay.
Peter.
Sí. Eso sí.
Sí, dude.
But
So
that's my belief. I just remember right
actually,
now.
I don't think that's even a superstition because I do believe that like something will eat up that fucking negative ass energy.
O también las flores, o sea, todo así que es como
Sí,
que...
o plantas.
Ajá,
and
todo
stuff
así
like
que
that.
está como que
Like a living
mi
organism?
casa. Ajá. I don't know if you guys seem to have plants everywhere, like around
Sí.
the house.
Sí.
Are they real?
Entonces, sí, güey.
Gracias.
Sí, todas, sí, güey, casi todas son reales. Hay unas que son falsas, pero around my house I do have things like that. Y cuando va a haber visitas, siempre compro manzanas and I lay them out. Pero,
Oh my
pero nunca las
God.
pongo así como en el centro.
But
las
do you
pongo
do it
arriba
on
del refri.
purpose? To
Sí,
see, like,
Ajá, las pongo arriba del
Have they
refri.
ever come bad with us?
No, you know what, no. No, whenever you guys go, no.
Ay, gracias a
okay.
Dios.
con
Qué
otra
bueno.
gente,
I
sí.
miss going to. I miss going to Gus's house when we lived in the apartments.
Oh, yeah,
he
yeah.
would cook for me.
Oh.
Sí, we should do a pod.
Lentejas.
Wait, hi,
con
Pinchy,
chicken?
lentejas. Well, we'll talk about that
Ay,
later.
qué rico. Yo tengo hambre.
Pero sí, we should do like a pod where like we like do like a little.
Sí.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sí, sí,
Some.
Pues ahí viene
eating and
summer
stuff.
tu birthday, ¿no? Isn't your
Sí,
birthday
ajá.
coming up?
My birthday's coming up in July, guys. My
Cash App
my
is-
cash app is Gus_AB4. If you'd like to support
The
or
cause.
send me any
Support the cause.
the
Ajá.
party, the pod, anything like
Yeah.
that helps out.
Do you have any superstitions, any goals you want to accomplish before then?
Before I turn
your
30,
yes, before your 30th.
Oh.
That's a big 3-0.
the big 3-0.
Hold
Pues
on,
nada.
hold on.
No, más bien como que sad music.
Ay,
Ay, güey,
sad
nunca
music.
pensé llegar a mis 30.
A ver. No, sorry, es que no hay sad music, so this is the best.
Sí, güey. Así me siento cuando dicen que me voy a cumplir 30. For 30? For 30. I don't know. Bueno, dicen que a los 50 se te voltea la canoa.
¿Qué? ¿Cómo? ¿Qué es eso?
Que se me voltea a mí.
No, o sea, te lesbiana, pendeja.
Oh,
Really?
Sí, o sea, dicen que a los 50
So you think you're going to go straight again?
straight guys go gay. I don't know about gay guys.
like going back to
Ask me
straight.
in 20 years, guys.
I'll tell you.
Si Dios quiere.
We're still in the pod, imagine.
But is that a superstition? Or
Sí, es una
¿sí?
algo Mexican saying.
You know
sí,
what?
sí,
I
que a los
have heard that
50
too.
te
I've heard a lot of
haces
things
gay.
about that. Yeah,
Yes.
about
Well,
men. trying
okay,
to-
look, ya hablando acá en serio, I think everybody has a little gay in them.
A
No,
ver.
just me?
A ver,
Well,
elaborate.
There's a full ass gay on me.
Oye, sí lo, oyes, y lo, tú. Crickets. Ah, no, esos son
¿Verdad que
chirps.
sí?
Maybe, I don't know. I do feel like men are a little bit more curious.
Is it something
como
we
por
want to talk?
morbo or something. I don't
Sí,
know.
¿sabes qué? Sí, es morbo, el morbo. El morbo es lo que
Sí.
mueve a la gente.
Sí, ajá.
Mm.
Neta.
Como el día de hoy vamos a hablar de la vez que le fueron infiel a Lori.
Ala.
¿Qué le qué?
Le fueron infiel
Ay, sí. No, muchas veces.
con la prima.
Ah, eso es morbo. Si tú te quedaste aquí para eso, eso es morbo.
Oh, ok. Y luego yo ya estaba bien entrada. Dije,
Si uno
"Guau".
de mis tíos o mis primos se metió a ver mi OnlyFans, eso es morbo.
No mames. Did you have one of those? Bueno, we'll talk
I had
about
an
that.
OnlyFans, yeah.
We'll talk about that later on the different one.
Ahorita no
alright.
joven.
I have a little game for you guys. It's a never have I ever superstition edition.
Oh
A
my
ver.
God.
One of them says, never have I ever broken a mirror and freaked out about 7 years of bad luck.
No.
You know what?
So what, do we drink or no?
Pues sí. Ajá, let's do it. Let's do it.
So
Drinking
it's
game.
never have I ever, and then if
Never have. If you have, then you drink. If you
Oh,
haven't,
Yeah,
you don't.
I honestly, I'll
I
be honest,
have
I
to.
So
have.
never have
I
ever broken a mirror and freaked out about 7 years of bad luck.
I have.
Cheers to that one.
Cheers.
I have.
¿Cuántos años llevas?
No, pues ya por eso no me
Oye,
va
ya
bien.
pasó.
Y lo que si quiebras como uno a los 2 años, ya
Sí,
valiste.
does it what happens? Does it empiezas otra vez or does it add?
Sí, pues no sé.
So now you're instead of being 7,
You're at
Yeah.
14.
Ajá.
Ay, no mames. Does it reset? A ver, Never have I ever thrown salt over my shoulder para mala suerte.
Ya me puse peda. I have done it. Oh, para la mala suerte?
Sí.
Sí.
Tu. Never have I ever worn red underwear on New Year's what? On New Year's for luck.
Para el amor, ¿no? O algo así.
Es para suerte el rojo.
Oh, those are good ones
Sí.
too. We'll talk about the New Year's
Me
one.
pero no
pongo-
sirven.
Loren's like, I want my money back. For all these uvas.
Does it depend the color of red or what? The shade of red?
Maybe you've
Entre
been
más
wearing the
fuerte,
wrong
mejor.
one. I thought red was for amor, no? Love.
Sí.
No, el
Pues
rojo.
disque
¿Sí? ¿Is it for love?
o pasión.
Y luego, Lorraine, I've been wearing the wrong one. That's what's going
Porque
on.
pasión nada. Never have I ever saged my house or my ex's bad energy away.
Oh, dude, I've done that so many times.
I do it here all the
Yeah,
time.
regularly. Ya está ahí todo sage todo.
Oh, this one. A lot of people do this one a lot. Never have I ever followed a lunar calendar para tener un baby or manifest.
Hey, weren't
Yeah,
we talking about that with
Yeah.
definitely? No, yo no eso.
Sí.
To manifest, see, I've followed the lunar calendar.
Have you
yes.
seen the one that you put like a glass of water outside for
Yes.
the moon and you have
Oh,
to
sí.
Drink it,
speak-
no?
dices todas tus cosas, lo que quieres, like all the
Ajá.
manifestation, and then
You chug it.
You chug it the next day.
Sí.
Porque it's supposed to take it all in.
Sí.
You know what? Actually, I'll be honest with you. I haven't done that one. I've been meaning to, but siempre se me pasa.
Sí.
So it's been one that's in the books, pero no lo he hecho.
But
I'm still
espérate,
gonna drink.
I have a better one for you.
A ver.
If you think that moon energy can give you all of that, it's not necessarily it could be the moon energy. I'm not an astrologer or whatever, but anything that you speak love into will grow, right?
Mhm.
Have you ever heard of speaking to plants?
$1 million. Vamos a tener $1 million followers.
Sí, así.
Oh, sí,
And
sí.
do it to water. They say
Ay.
because to water because water holds a lot of molecules, and then like you drink it goes into your body, but you speak into it to water. And they also say to do it in the shower
Oh,
because
I hadn't
the
thought about
water
that.
is coming, and so
Singing
the
in the
water
shower.
holds a lot of.
Huh.
Singing in the mirror.
Oye, sí, imagínate la gente que no se baña. Ah, no te
Por eso tiene mala suerte.
Sí, por eso tan para la chingada.
Bueno, last one. Never have I ever participated in a ritual just in case it works. No más por si.
I know, yeah. I need another
so
one.
I'm a superstitious queen. I get it.
So am I. I think we both drank for that one.
Ay, no, pues cuántas cosas hacen ustedes.
Dude, for New
Do
Year's.
you guys think that the botanica is part of it?
Yeah,
Superstition?
Yeah,
Yes.
because they help you like with whatever you want to manifest,
Sí.
velas and all that stuff.
It's whatever you believe and hold faith to.
Oh, yes, pero sí, the most
Faith
common
into.
ones are the New Year's ones. Let's talk about the New Year ones.
Yeah,
never
you know
done
how they
that?
say that to run.
Con
con
una
un
maleta.
beliz.
Oh, sí, si
Ajá.
quieres viajar.
Sí.
O cuando comes las uvas, you don't do the uvas
I
that you...
do.
Sí.
que
Oh, that
pides
is
deseos or
superstition.
something. Ajá.
Sí.
Well, yo los cambié to goals. What
Okay.
what are my goals for the year?
Okay, like resolutions.
Todos valieron verga porque ni siquiera
So no sirve.
no sirve.
know.
Well,
have you
know,
heard of
because
the
this
one
year
of
I
the
didn't eat.
lentejas? Where you throw them like that?
Oh,
And then you
sí.
have to pick them up.
I know.
Que le
I thought
damos
And then
Lentejas.
put them in your purse or
Sí,
in
haz de
your...
cuenta que you're supposed to have lentejas y te las tiras y dices, soy abundancia, dinero, cosas buenas, salud, and then they all fall on you, and then you have to pick them up, put it in a little baggie. You're going to
Oye,
I do not do this.
Says the guy
That is
that
not
no tiene
superstitious.
superstitious. It
I
really sounds like
know,
you've done this
but,
one before.
No, pero it was something that was out there. Bueno, entonces ya es, you put in a little baggie, whatever bag you want to put, an envelope, lo que quieras. But you're supposed to carry it with you every single day for the remainder of the year, for all these things to que pasen.
Oh,
But you have to
Ah,
carry,
shit, la
you
perdí.
have to get some of o literal, tienes que like agarrarlas todas.
No, pues
No,
las,
no
las que
todas las que
puedas.
puedas.
Oh, okay, I was
Did you
gonna
guys
say,
also...
una.
Esto salió en TikTok, I guess, that if you go under the table at 12, you end up married or
¿Nunca
something
lo has
like that.
hecho?
Sí, you know.
Aquí se
Yo
va
creo que el
soltera.
problema ya soy yo, güey.
Maybe it's a particular kind of table.
Maybe.
Hi, it's me. I'm the problem.
It's me.
Los
So, let me
dichos.
tell you a funny story, right? That I literally got to go see Coldplay for free
Mm-hmm.
in the best seats of the house.
Mm-hmm.
We already talked about that in the beginning.
Yes,
Pero-
but let me tell you why. I feel on Thursday night, I was kind of like, I started thinking, when have my best times been? No, well, EFT tapping helps me a lot, but no. Some of the best times that I've had in my life when it comes to like financial and everything is when I had started telling myself, when I'm in the vortex, if you know the vortex, shout out Abraham Hicks. But I'm like, when I'm in the vortex, I feel abundant. When I'm in the vortex, I feel free. When I'm in the vortex, I feel.
What
So,
vortex? What's the vortex?
Te voy a hacer que hagas una tarea.
Ay, no, aquí no vamos a estudiar, no mames.
Dude, and so, but I tell myself those things staring at myself in the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's a little cringe because obviously you're looking at yourself and you're like, but you know what I mean? And
Sí.
honestly, those are things I tell myself. When I feel in the vortex, I feel beautiful, I feel powerful, and things like that. And then the next day, I win tickets to go see Coldplay. You know, I've had,
Sí.
o sea, no estoy diciendo que
It works every single time.
Yeah.
Right.
You do have to stay like in that frequency and stuff.
Sí, sí,
But
sí.
saying those words to me in front of a mirror helps me to get in that frequency.
Sí.
So whenever you're feeling down, whenever you feel like, what the fuck else,
Tú el
look
día,
at yourself.
tú el día del espejo. Es tu culpa.
Estúpida.
That's what I
No,
said
but
last week.
No,
now,
the fact that you
now they're
called it
talking.
out.
See, now
That's
they're talking
already-
about mirrors. Have you guys heard about the one that you're not supposed to have a mirror facing your bed?
Oh, sí, cuando te
because,
duermes.
because it
yeah.
opens
Portals.
portals.
Yeah.
Ay,
O sea,
güey, he tenido tanto miedo en mi casa.
Honestly,
Sí,
yes.
te lo juro, te lo juro.
Or like at the end of a
Y-
long hallway. You're not supposed to have them at the end of a
Really?
long hallway
Sí,
or
güey.
sleep or have your bed facing it for when you sleep. Because, yeah, it's supposed to open portals.
You're supposed to do like a... Ay, güey, ya
Ay,
sé.
oye,
El que, el
the
que no
least
cree nada.
superstitious.
El que no cree nada. Pero es que como les
What
digo...
about my esthetician bed?
No, eso está bien.
Okay.
Because it's not actually a bed where you like
Oh,
lay
okay.
for
Ajá.
8 hours.
Es donde te
okay.
duermes
Es donde
when
te
you're
duermes.
out.
Okay.
Ay, yo durmiéndome ahí, güey. Cuando vengo. No, vale, verga. No, but going back to the topic, I'm not superstitious, but I try to avoid it. You know what I mean?
Right, but
So
you are. That means
so,
you do believe in it.
So
Yeah.
I avoid it at all costs.
Mhm.
Entonces, en mi casa, fuck, dude, like I get scared whenever it's facing the fucking bed. Hasta lo muevo. Y sí, güey. Pero so our bedroom is kind of like está la cama and it's like an open to sink. ¿Cómo que lo puedo decir?
Oh, sí.
It's like an open restroom type of
Ajá.
thing. Pero
Mhm.
pues claro que el baño está en un lado y acá está el shower. So then part of the bed you can see it through one mirror.
So
Oh,
it faces. So your
sí.
bed looks into the restroom
Ajá.
and
Sí,
el mirror
ajá.
está.
Sí, güey,
Y
pero
se ve la
no hay
parte de la
no hay
cama.
nada, o sea, I can't cover it.
No, pues,
Ah,
also
sí.
no tiene puerta para
Bueno, más
cerrarlo.
No
bien-
tiene puerta.
Oh,
Because you
no.
go into that part and then you have like the two sinks and then you have like a como un jacuzzi tipo.
Sí.
And then over here you have the shower and then over here you have the restroom, like the toilet. Entonces, en esa parte, o sea, no entra. So, entonces, cuando me quedo solo a veces, ya no, gracias a Dios. Ay, ya ven. ¿Ya ven?
The
¿Ya
guy that's
ven?
not superstitious just knocked
Bueno,
on wood.
Gracias a Dios, ya no me quedo solo. But before when I did, I would do anything or everything for me not to lay on that side of the bed. Because I knew
Oh,
it was...
because it was
It's gonna be
facing.
staring at you.
Ajá. Sí, güey, me da tanto miedo que algo me salga.
Really, dude?
Sí. We'll talk about that in the next pod.
Yeah.
Where, like,
hell
But you know what
uh,
they say, the
supernatural.
more you attract it,
Ay,
the
no,
more
güey,
you
ya
get it.
tanto
Ay,
miedo, güey.
ay, tengo miedo a $1,000.
Ay, $1,000, no mames.
Para que
Oh,
te
$1,000,
lleguen,
un
para que te
millón.
lleguen.
Oye,
I'm
but
so scared for
also-
1,000,000 subscribers. Oh, I'm so scared.
But you know, like, okay, my mirror that I have right here,
Ajá.
they say you should face them towards the door. Para
Okay.
que toda mala energía que venga.
Se refleja y se vaya.
Ajá.
Sí.
So they do
Ah.
say, if you're going to have any mirrors, have them facing the door.
Oh,
So you
okay.
can just push everything out.
Huh, that's interesting.
Imagínate, entro yo y me salgo.
Ah, se me
I
olvidó
knew it.
algo and you're like,
I
you're the
knew
bad
it.
energy.
Con manzanitas
Oh
y
my
todo.
God.
No,
I feel
no.
like there's
Exacto.
a few. And
There's more. How about you guys tell us, do you guys have any superstitions?
yes.
Yes, sound off in
leave
the
them down at the
comments.
comments.
Yes,
Yes.
I want to hear about you guys.
Interact with us, guys. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers.
Because I do feel that we're missing a lot of them. And I know that,
Yeah.
Ellos las tienen.
sí.
And
but-
we'll make like an Insta story or something.
yeah, send
Sí.
them in. I know there's people out there that are like, oh, this one and that one. And
We'll shout you out.
Yes. But I think that
Oh,
I can't think of
what
another
about the zodiac signs?
oh,
Como que, I can go out with him because
like
he's a
being
Leo.
all the astrology. Well, I
Can I have all the astrology baddies in the comments, please?
Yes. I
It's
don't
about
base
to
it
be
off
Leo
of that.
season, guys.
Not to the point, like if you're dating her, or like would you? I mean, I'm asking you because you're single, right? So
Right.
like, she's single. I'm advertising her, by the way. Raise your hand, please.
Por un precio cómodo de $30, puedes llevarla a cenar y ella paga.
And I put out on the first date.
And that's not a superstition.
That's a fact.
No mames.
No mames.
Y luego, Lorraine, I'm gonna add to that.
Not me roasting myself.
Ay, güey. Okay, but like, what the how? Yeah, because I know that we do. For instance, me, I follow astrology, but not to the point where it's daily or anything. Every now and then,
Ay, yo
and
lo
I
hago
do
cada
look.
semana.
Really?
I feel that's my superstition.
But I
My
don't look
my
up
weekly-
signs. Like,
Okay,
No,
it
yo
so-
sí.
never. Not
Yo
even
sí.
when I
Are
was
you
dating back in
lying,
the day.
Gus? Are you lying? Because he's over here. I'm not superstitious.
I feel like
at all.
I feel like I was in superstition.
But you look at the
Superstitious
horoscope.
until now. Yes, I feel like
You know,
and
if
have
I
little things
resonate
little
with
here
it,
así,
I'll take it.
pero-
But if I don't, I
Okay,
don't.
but is it gonna keep you from doing something, dating someone, or whatever because of your
Pues
horoscope?
dating, pues sí, porque ya lo puedo. Para comenzar,
Okay.
ya estoy casado.
Pero back in the day, would you actually consider the signs?
Yeah.
Like, would you say, oh, he's a whatever? So.
No, porque ni siquiera me importaba, porque
Oh,
I wouldn't
okay.
even ask, what's your
Oh,
sign?
okay, okay.
Yeah, me
Yo
either.
ya estaba ahí
honestly.
con
Yeah,
el-
no,
I
I'm
was-
not.
I'm not that much into
Me
astrology.
Sí, güey, yo estaba ahí con el pinche Clock 3000. ya.
Oh, yes, excuse me. What is your zodiac sign?
Wait, what?
Ya que chingados.
No, ya estaba en el acto,
No,
así como no.
dude.
Pero sí, cuando me casé, ya que estoy casado, I do sometimes Google like our
Kid,
signs.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Like
okay,
for
okay.
the for the month or whatever.
Yeah.
Y I'm a Leo, so I'm a fire sign. He's ¿qué es él? Ay, he's an air sign.
Aquarius.
¿Es Acuario? Sí, es Acuario.
Okay.
Entonces, there's a lot of like bad things about the relationship, but there's a lot of good things that we can do because we're like a fire, like
Right.
a wildfire that can
So, like,
get built with the air.
In that instance, I
Uh-huh.
do believe. No, okay. So I'll choose to believe what I want to believe.
Sí, ajá,
You know, like
exacto.
I'll take the good
Sí.
instead of I'll be
La
like, oh,
negative.
okay, well, I'm gonna focus on the
Right, the
where
bad.
it does resonate with me instead of the bad things.
Ajá. Sí, sí, sí.
And-
But I think Zodiac for me is like one of the... Como que it's behind my
Oh
mind.
yeah,
Como que,
but you know,
como,
I feel like
how's my week gonna be like?
but it's also a source of entertainment, right?
Sí.
Right.
Because you look
That's the
forward
way I
to
take
that.
it. Uh-huh.
You look forward to going and to look up your zodiac
Uh-huh.
and what
Sí.
what are we looking forward to this
Right.
week or something like that.
Pues me dijeron que iban a $1,000,000, pero ¿dónde está mi dinero?
You know what?
Nana Calistar es mentirosa.
I usually do it like at the beginning of the year, or if something big is going on in my life. Then
Right.
then I look into it. But other than that, I don't like regularly do it.
What about have you guys ever had your natal chart read?
Oh
Natal
yeah,
chart? No?
yeah, the NATO. No, it's a NATO chart, like NATO.
Como dónde estaban las estrellas
Cuando
tú naciste.
cuando naciste.
A la
Ah, sí,
exacta
ya lo-
hora,
sí.
minuto, segundo.
Sí, ajá.
Sí,
And
otra vez
it's
lo
supposed to
hice.
say
I
a
had
lot.
somebody do it for me, and we had a consultation of like an hour and a half.
A la
And
verga.
honestly, everything
¿Cuánto
she
costó?
told me, $30.
Is she
Ah,
still
is
around?
that the-
Because I could give you her phone number.
¿No es en la
She was-
botánica?
no way, she's
Oh.
from Colombia.
We should have her
Ay,
here.
güey. Yeah, why don't you bring
I
her
know,
in?
fly her in from Colombia, imagínate.
No,
Se
no,
ve
o
Like
sea,
cara
a
la verga.
video, like a video.
video chat.
I thought she was here. Like that's
Yo
where she's
también.
from, but
No,
she
Ajá.
lives here.
No, she's in
Oh.
Colombia,
Oh,
so we
shit.
had a video chat. But
That's another story.
honestly, she did tell me like everything. And so, okay.
Did she
so-
tell you about like someone had a hex on you or anything like that?
No. She doesn't say any of that.
Ah, okay.
She says, according to the way that the stars
Stars
were
were.
aligned when you were born, this is how your personality and life has supposed to be.
Y y ha sido como te lo dijo.
A lot of things, yes. But she said, in the process of your life, you have had the choice. You have had the option to choose differently.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So she
There's
says,
different paths.
there's different
There's
paths.
choices along the way.
And she said, you didn't end up here because of the choice you made over here.
Ah.
But little things like, things about self-esteem and how my mother's wounds came down,
Affected you.
affected me,
Sí.
and my dad's wounds affected me too.
Ay,
All
sí.
that has made sense to me. It really does make a lot of sense. She said, "You all of this, take it with a grain of salt because you always have the power to change your own reality, in your own life and stuff."
Yo acá en el pinche todo de Lulu, no pensaba en pinche alternative
Está
reality.
bien, está bien. Así es
Como
como
varios
se-
de unos que están ahí,
así debe
pinches
ser.
haters.
Sí, pinches putos. Look, all I have to say is...
¿Algo que les decir a los haters?
Sí. As a matter of fact.
A ver, mándale un mensaje.
Les quiero decir que at least I have the balls to be sitting here making a podcast, as you call it, because you say that not everybody can Everybody thinks
que
we're
ya-
podcasters
que ya
now.
todos se creen podcasters porque están aquí en el pinche. Bitch, I wanna see you here fucking sitting down, talking to a fucking camera,
Yeah.
spending thousands of dollars. Well,
Managing one way or another, you know what I
sí,
mean?
güey.
Like,
Todo el pinche estrés que se lleva todo
Oh,
ese
yes, the
pinche
funny
podcast.
thing is that,
Ah.
that the people that have those comments, like, what are they doing with their life is my question.
pues nada, viviendo miserables en su
Bien, los
casa.
pinche haters porque les dijeron que no.
So that's how we're going to close that one out. And that's for you, and you know who you are.
Bye, bitches.
Ay, no.
See, dude, fuck that shit.
Anyway, moving on to better energy and superstitions.
Right, right.
What about that red, hilo rojo?
What about the hilo? I don't think I've heard that.
That you've been connected with someone for like with the red string for all your life.
Oh, the red string
The
theory?
red string theory.
I've never heard that one before.
No?
What's that
Sí,
about?
mira, es este. I do believe in that one. That one I do believe. And it's pretty much like saying that we're all connected.
Oh,
one way or
yes,
another,
yes,
and, like,
yes.
Sí.
You know, somehow you will
Okay.
find, if you're meant to be with that person or have that person in your life,
They
life
will
will
come to-
manage to
uh-huh,
get
to-
them to
Is
you.
it like that saying that says, like, if you love them, let them go, and if they come back, it's yours, and if it's
Kind
not,
of,
it's not?
because it doesn't
Kinda.
really apply to like only love interest.
Oh,
it's
I mean,
like,
too,
to
like
anything.
like anything in life. So
Hmm.
if like a car is meant to be for you, like
Maybe
you're-
it's
you-
not now,
you've
but
been
it's some
connected.
later.
You've been
it
connected
could.
with with
Ah.
us three. Like at
Oh,
some point
shit.
we're all connected, and then today we came together.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
That is
Not
interesting.
today,
just
but
feel
like
like
our friendship
Yeah,
came to be.
friendship. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
for sure.
Sí.
So I will say this: within our group, we've been very close, like the girls and everything, because
Girls.
girls.
Yes.
Pues ando muy cantando.
Pues
Ay,
porque estás pedo ya.
ando bien cantón hoy.
You know what I mean? So like, I feel like definitely Gus was meant to be a part of the group
Hmm.
because
We don't let just anyone in the group.
exactly right.
And we're really cool, but we're also very particular with our friendships, but not because...
And very protective too.
Güey,
Yes, very
y-
protective. Yeah, I don't want to
yo
say
me metí,
particular, more like
dije, y yo
protective.
aquí soy, no me voy a ir.
Ajá.
Sí. Más bien eso es lo que
Y
dijo
me,
Gus.
y me metí,
Estoy aquí
güey.
a quedarme.
Se ganó todos
güey.
nuestros corazones,
Sí,
la
la
neta.
verdad.
Sí.
Ajá.
Bueno,
That's true.
¿qué puedo decir?
Ajá.
Ay,
Me hacía de comer y yo.
okay.
Oye, no mames.
Okay, guys. Okay. Another thing. Now that you're saying about, that I'm saying about feeding people. You know when they say that people cook comida
Oh,
con odio
ajá.
hacia ti y luego te hacen comida y te la dan,
Like,
que te hace daño después esa comida?
really?
Sí, you guys.
You never got
haven't heard?
diarrhea with me, right? Or anything like that?
No, thank God.
Ay, qué bueno.
You're like,
Oh, shit.
because I was hating you when I
No,
was doing
no,
that.
no.
I didn't know
digo
that
que no.
one.
No, tampoco.
See, but you've never heard?
No, I haven't.
Dude, like that's why they say be careful what you eat from people because not everybody has the best intentions.
Right.
Ay,
Uh-huh.
no.
Uh-huh. Like,
Tampoco.
okay, when was it? Like a few months ago. It's already been months, but
Pero queremos nombres.
no,
¿Quién te
no,
lo dio?
no,
No,
hombre.
sí,
I
queremos
had
nombres. ¿Quién te lo
had
dio?
someone bring me cookies, and they said, I was wondering why she's like, look, I brought you some cookies. And then I was so excited about them, right? Because I fucking love cookies. And then she said, this person made them for you. And then I was like,
¿Y la conocías a esa persona?
see? And I don't.
And because she knew her, she didn't eat it.
Ah, ya me acordé.
I
que
threw 'em
contaste la
away.
historia.
You're like,
Sí me contaste la historia.
Las tiré a la basura, a la
Really?
verga, because fuck that. I'm not going to eat that shit.
oh my God.
Yo digo,
La otra vez,
lo hacen con pichi odio.
Talking about superstition and things like that. La otra vez, I know I said I'm not superstition, but you know what, guys? I
You
am
are.
superstition.
Bravo.
Yeah. Woo,
Bueno.
espérense, espérense.
He accepted it.
Había una vez donde ella se dijo, vamos a acabar.
Ay, ay.
Guys, we're still trying to
The
handle
awkward
this.
moment.
Pero last time le dije a ChatGPT que me tirara las cartas.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
yeah, you went down that rabbit hole.
Sí. Mi pasado, mi presente y mi futuro.
Ay, eso del presente, digo, del futuro, a mí me asusta mucho, la neta. Like, I don't
Lleva-
mess with
Pues yo
the
digo
future.
como todo.
Ay, güey,
You
yo
take it
sí.
or you leave it.
No, yo sí. A mí me gusta saber qué va a pasar. And I feel like that's why I would do it. So if you guys would bring someone like to me las cartas, yo quiero saber lo que va a pasar mañana.
Guys, do we have any
Yo
like
quiero hacer
tarot
eso.
readers?
Sí.
Yeah.
Because we would like to have you guys on here.
También he visto que ChatGPT te puede leer la mano.
A ver, what did the said about the cartas?
Ay, no me acuerdo.
Find
I
it.
can look it up real quick. Give me a second, guys.
Sí,
Well,
te sale aquí en el ladito.
Ya sé.
While Gus,
I've
What?
mastered ChatGPT.
while Gus
Ay,
is
sí, está
looking,
Okay, now we do want to make an episode of what has been the most unhinged thing that you have used ChatGPT for. We got some answers, but we don't want to put them out because we want enough answers to make an episode on it. So down at the comments, let us know, or send us a message on Instagram. Let us know what has been the most unhinged thing that you have asked ChatGPT for.
Un chingo de cosas muy
Dude,
puras
también igual.
mamadas.
Yo, honestly, and we got this answer a lot, and I want to make a separate like episode about it, but we're just gonna get a little bit more feedback from our listeners. ¿Nos oyeron?
sí, los oyeron.
Pendejos. Güey,
Cuando Gus
güey,
les habla así es con amor, ¿eh?
güey, ahora siento que, yeah, guys, es con amor. Y si les digo perros o perras es porque los quiero más.
Sí, honestly.
Vamos con la tirada clásica de 3 cartas, pasado, presente y futuro. Y como esto es Crude&Unhinged, prepárate para una mezcla de sabiduría cósmica con un toque de brutal honestidad.
Ay.
Wait.
No, it's a lot to take in.
Barajando del mazo. Ok. Pasado. La torre invertida. Ay.
Ay, no, está difícil, ¿verdad?
Es la torre invertida. Es a tower upside
Oh, the tower.
down. Tu pasado reciente fue un desmadre contenido. Algo estuvo a punto de explotar. Una relación, un trabajo o una verdad que casi se revela.
O todos.
Güey, pues que...
Todo.
¿Salí gay o qué? Pero tú, con uñas y dientes, lo mantuviste en pie. Spoiler. Eso que evitaste enfrentar sigue ahí, nomás maquillado. Consejo. Deja de poner deja de poner curitas emocionales a heridas que necesitan cirugía. ¿Sabes qué? Vete a la verga. Para comenzar.
Okay, but time out.
That's, you know what?
I feel
it's real.
like no. This is the thing. Look, ChatGPT knows enough about you to create a narrative about you now.
Güey, dicho cosas de pinche
Crude
del
and
podcast.
Unhinged, exactly.
Ajá.
But it knows.
No, güey,
It
pero
knows.
eso de consejo, deja de poner curitas emocionales a heridas que necesitan cirugía.
Pues que yo también pienso que
You need
muchos de
some
nosotros
healing.
tenemos.
Bueno, presente, el loco. Ahora estás en un
No,
momento.
eso sí. Sí, eso es tú.
Ahora estás en un momento de renacer o reventar. Reventar, ajá, o reventar.
O reinventar.
No, reventar, like
Ok.
explode. Estás tentado a lanzarte a lo nuevo sin saber si es brillante o puro veneno. Esta carta te dice, dale, pero no seas tan cabrón de ignorar las red flags. Estás en tu era YOLO, pero sin dirección. El loco solo termina caminando en círculos, descalzo y llorando. Oh, shit.
It's very deep. Damn,
Yeah.
it's a
A ver.
ChatGPT.
PAC is like, maybe I'll ask
Maybe
it.
I'll ask it. Futuro, el diablo. Ah, la verga.
Ah, ya empezamos.
Uf. Esta carta no es mala, pero sí es peligrosamente deliciosa. Algo o alguien va a llegar a tentar lo que más intentas controlar. Tus vicios, tus pasiones, tu lado más cruel and hinge, placer, poder o sexo intenso, pero a costo de tu paz. Si vas a vender tu alma, hay menos que sea por algo que te haga gritar de risa o placer.
¡Hala!
Pues
You
ayer
need to
me dieron
have-
tun, y grité tanto. Ay,
Ay.
talking about that. Yesterday, después del acto, güey, llaman mis papás, they rang the doorbell, you have the ring, right? Entonces Carlos iba saliendo, and then he had the speaker on. Y yo le digo, tell him I'll be out.
Oh my God.
¿Qué pasó?
What did he had the speaker on and your parents could hear?
Yes.
And you said what?
Diles que hay, güey, que me terminaron de coger.
No. And he had the speaker on talking to
So
them.
they heard.
No sé, güey.
Oh my.
Oye, so cuando entraron, like, everybody
Ay, no.
acted
Everybody's
normal.
all
Sí, como si nada, güey, como si nada.
Y luego
Ya, ya.
viéndolo así como que, this how he looks, acabado de coger.
Y yo bien cogido.
Qué suave. So you guys are literally having sex like on random days?
Lorraine, she's
Pues sí. Eso está
suave.
enfermito. Me dice, ¿qué se siente tener relaciones cuando estás enfermo? Y yo no sé, vamos a intentarlo.
Let me give you
Qué
your answer firsthand.
Ay, no, güey. No, no,
¿Y
no.
tuvo más intenso o qué?
Oh my God.
Sí.
O sea, porque you needed extra energy to like
Ajá.
really.
Do you guys ever think that whenever you're having sex with anyone, you like take out their energy?
Yeah, absolutely.
Quiero que me la quiten. Quiero que me la quiten.
Pues sí, there's actually there's
Abso-fucking-lutely.
también, I don't know if it's not a
Sí.
superstition, but they say that every like sexual partner that you have,
You
like you have
build
to be
bonds
careful.
with them.
Yeah, because like what they leave inside of you or whatever, you take it all in. No, and they do say
No
Pero-
pun.
yeah, like if that
Y yo aquí todos los niños.
Sacando los niños que no. Sacando los que no
no.
pagan renta.
pero literal que like if that person's not in a good place in their life and stuff, you're taking all that negativity in.
Yeah.
And it just piles
Like
up on you. And that's why you gotta be
Really?
careful.
Build strings with
Yes.
them and like.
Bueno, verga.
That's why when they say protect your energy, o sea, it means in every sense
Yeah.
of the
Aspect.
word.
Like,
Yes.
and that's why they're like, oh, it's not good to sleep with so many people
Ajá.
and stuff like
Ay,
that.
güey,
because-
pues yo me di un pinche.
Con
como,
razón.
Como si todo el paso, güey.
Ay, no.
We'll talk about that next time.
Sí, next time pones ahí la lista, a ver.
No, güey, ni me acuerdo. Ni siquiera. I don't even know my.
No, don't even know the
my body
names and
count.
stuff.
Or
Body
names.
count.
Tampoco, ninguno de los dos. Ni nombres, ni body count.
Ese ya va a ser para el next
Pero
episode.
that'll be the next episode, guys.
Next episode vamos a decir body count. Say it right here, right now. Very crude and unhinged. y luego lo
Yo
vi.
ni me acuerdo.
Güey, sí. Después de los de 20, para de contar.
Damn.
Y
Honestly.
tengo 29, güey.
Ala.
Ustedes saben. Y en una semana me eché 5.
Ay.
En un día.
Ay,
I'm kidding.
Y ya con
Cuidado.
eso, con
Ya
eso.
con eso cerramos.
Sí, con eso
Sí,
cerramos
guys.
para que estén atentos al next one.
Yes, guys, please leave your comments down below so that we can, like exchange thoughts.
Yeah, we want to know about your
Experiences.
superstition. ¿Qué? ¿Qué dijo? ¿Qué sex? What?
your experiences.
That's a sex experiences.
Sex experiences. We also want to hear about. Yes, we also want to hear about the sex experiences you guys have ever had. Because next podcast will be about sex ed. Sí.
Oh yeah, actually, I do want to bring in. It will be sex ed
Sí.
because we want to bring a special guest.
Yes.
So
So next
they can
episode will
teach you
be sex ed, guys. So leave your sex experiences in the bottom, as well as leave your qué mala suerte ustedes piensan que es supersticiones. We would like to hear about you
Take
guys.
care and remember to have always positive thoughts because whatever is on your mind, that's what will be.
See, guys. So remember, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Follow our on our social medias, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify as well. Again, my name is Gus. You can find me at gus.vasquez_.
And I'm Lorraine.com. Follow me on Instagram.
And I'm PIC. Don't follow me.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Next time.